I thought I would start with this normal distribution worksheet. I noticed some of you guys were having some trouble with one of the short answer problems, finding the area underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go between table A, all right, and I'm also going to use calculator too. So I'm going to go back and forth, one for the sake of time, and two also just to show you how to do both. And I want to make sure you guys are very comfortable with both of them. But I'm going to draw, I want you to draw something with each and every one of these so that you can show me that you understand. So for each problem, draw a picture of the normal curve and change the area you have to find. Let Z represent a variable following a standard normal distribution. We're looking for this area either less than or greater than whatever these Z scores are. And these are almost identical to the problems that you guys had for the test. So it's really important that you guys understand how to do these. So if you're trying to find a proportion that is Z is less than 2, find a proportion that is less than, where the Z squared is less than 2. Remember, it's 0 here and 1 and 2, right? And so this would be -1 and -2. So we want to find the area that's all in this area right here. And I know I didn't draw it very well, so you're just going to have to deal with me. Anyway, so we're trying to do that. So we want to find a z-score that has 2 and that it's less than. Now, because we're working on this, remember that we're always looking for the area that's below. So if I was trying to get the area above, I would have to go 1 minus whatever I found in here. So I go to my positive z-scores, and I go to the point where it's 2.00, and that's right here. That's 0.9772. So that one was pretty easy, okay? So it's 0.9772, okay? The area below the curve is 0.9772, so that is the proportion that is less than. Okay, so it's 97.72%. Now, find the proportion that's between a z-score of negative 0.13 and 1.75. So let's say, here's our normal curve. Here's where the z-score is 0. So this is going to be right around here is negative 0.13, right? And then it's going to go up to, here's 1, and here's 2. Again, I'm not drawing these very well, so you're just going to have to deal with it. To 1.75. So it's between these two areas. Now, this is a fantastic problem to use for your calculator, okay? So you're finding the area between those. So what I'm going to do is turn on my calculator and go into second bars. And I want to find normal CDF, okay? So I go here, because we're doing a cumulative graph. And my lower bound is going to be a z-score that's negative 0.13 and an upper bound of 1.75. Now, our mean is 0 and our standard deviation is 1 because we're dealing with a standard normal curve. Remember, the mean of all standard normal scores is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. So I go ahead and I enter that and I plug it into my calculator and I get 0.5116. So that is equal to 0.5116. Or I could do 7 too if I wanted to. Okay, so now, so again, I'm going back and forth between using table A and also using the calculator. So here's another one. We want to find the proportion that's where Z is greater than 1.86. So here's 1 and here's 2. So 1.86 is right here. And we want to find this area above, right? And I'm going to write this down, 1.86. All right? So I want to find all this area in here. All right? So I go and find the z-score of 1.86. But this is a little bit tricky because if I'm trying to do 1.86 6. Well, here is 1.8, and I go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I get 0.9686. Okay? So, but that is the area below, right? So what I have to do is do 1 minus that. So I'm going to do 1 minus 0.9686, and I get 0.0314, and that's my area. Okay? Now, if I want to have an area of 64th percentile, again, we're going to go working backwards from the table. So I'm going to go ahead and find that. Let's just go ahead and use the calculator for this one. So we want to find an area. So we want to find the 64th percentile. So remember, if we were to draw that, the 64th percentile, well, here's the 50th percentile, right in the middle. So 64th percentile is right around here. Okay. So find the z-score for the 64th percentile. That means 64% is less than that amount. Okay. So so this area is 0.64. So a way to use your calculator for that, which would be huge, much easier than doing other ones, is you're going to do second bars again. And instead of doing normal CDF, you're going to do inverse norm because we want to find the actual z-score. So I'm going to go inverse norm, and the area is 0.64. Now again, I'm working with a standard normal curve, so I'm using the regular mean and standard deviation of 1. So I'm going to plug those in, and I get 0.3584, right? So that's approximately 0.3584. Now, if I use the table, I would probably get around 0.36. So your z-score is equal to 0.3584. Okay? So let's look at E. We want to find the z-scores that bound the middle 50% of the data. So if we want to do that, here's your 50th percentile. This is 0.25 and this is 0.25. So this is area 0.25, 0.25, right? So we want to find this much, right? And what are these two z-scores? Okay? So the z-scores are for the 25th and the 75th percentiles. Okay? So right here is the 75th percentile, and this z-score is the 25th percentile. So we want to find those. So if we look those up, let's go ahead and look up the 25th percentile. Now the 25th percentile is going to have a negative z-score. So let's take a look at that. And this is going to make a lot of sense to you guys in a minute. So we're going to have a negative z-score. So we're going to look at the 25th percentile. So I'm going to go all the way and look for the 25th percentile. Getting close around here. 23, 24. Here we go. 2483. Looks like this is as close as I get. Or 2514. So I'm just going to say it's negative 0.68, right? So it's negative 0.68. Negative 0.68 is the one for the 25th percentile. And the 75th is, we'll go up here, and that's around, we've got 75.17, so that's going to be 74.86. So it's positive 6.7. So let me double check. So this one's 0.67. let me double check this one. 0.67. Yep, okay. So it's in between a z-score of -0.68 and +0.67. Okay, it's a little bit tougher, but not too bad. And let's finally do F. Find the z-score for the 24th percentile. So again, you're trying to find an area of 0.24, right? So we want to have area equals 0.24. We need the z-score. So let's go ahead and use our calculator for that instead of using the table. So again, I'm going to do second bars and I'm going to norm. Okay? And I want my area to be 0.24. Okay? And I get negative 0.706. So it's going to be negative 0.706 is equal to the z-score, right? Now, if I wanted to use the calculator for this one, we could do the 25th percentile and the 75th percentile. So let's go ahead and see how close we got for those. So if I did inverse norm, second bars, inverse norm, and my area is now the 25th percentile, that gives me negative 0.6744. So that's with the calculator. Okay. And then if we're doing the 75th percentile, I'll do second vars again and do inverse norm. And I'm going to do 0.75. Okay. All right. So that's 0.6744 positive. Okay. So that's with the calculator as well. So I just wanted to take you through number one. We're going to go do number 2 and 3 as well. This is where we're getting more into different means and standard deviation. This is just working with the normal curve, and this is good practice with your tables. So I hope this was helpful. And stay tuned for number 2. All right. Thanks, guys.